Hello everyone! As you can see, my jeans ripped on the back pocket. And this is one of the pockets where I like to put my smartphone in, so it would be bad if it continues to rip. Sometimes I do put money in there, sometimes I put my key in there. So ripping further would be really, really bad. And after I tried yesterday to fix it with some fabric, and that didn't work out, I today had the absolute galaxy brain idea to use one of the patches that are available right now in the after sale of the Women Wanted Zine, and I invite you to watch me putting Panda Woman on the back of my trousers. Have fun!
Okay, I said this is a video about patching up my trousers, which is still true, but since I figured that watching me 7 minutes doing exactly that while listening to music is kinda boring, I decided to add me reading my fanfiction from the Women Wanted Zine too. I had the pleasure of writing for Conis, who is an amazing character, and I hope you enjoy this. And if you liked it, consider to buy the zine that is still available this month of July 2021. And if you don't have the money to get yourself the zine with the Conis Fanfiction and a bunch of other amazing fanfictions and illustrations, you can find a lot of them also on Ao3 for free. If you go there, please leave a kudos. And now, yeah, have fun. Enjoy the video. Peace talks. Just because Enel was gone, the bell had been heard all over the sky and everyone had celebrated, did not mean that everything was great and peachy now. Peace was hard work. Conis had to learn that too. It made sense. The Shandians and the Skypians had been at war with each other for 400 years. All the things said and done could not be forgotten just like that. But at least there was hope. Because they now had fought at each other's sides against a false god. There was a baseline on which they could meet each other eye to eye. Fighting side by side would do that. Conis put the picnic basket on her waiver and signaled Sue to sit down between her feet. The white fox did as told, curling into a fluffy ball, almost immediately falling asleep again. Taking a deep breath, Conis started the engine and steered towards the upper yard, the place they all had feared for so long. Even now, the angel could feel her heart rate speed up on her journey, even if it was perfectly safe. Well, old habits died hard. Wasn't that what she had been thinking anyway? Despite feeling the old strain of fear, she also enjoyed the view of the massive piece of wealth as it grew bigger the nearer she got. The trees and the green, it was all very impressive and beautiful. The dark spots and the cold of the night that would stay under the trees long into the day, all the secrets that could be found between the roots. It gave her a complete new kind of thrill, so much potential. The Milky Road led to the festival ground. It had been established when it was decided that the peace talks would be held there. It made sense. It had been the place everyone had celebrated after Enel had been defeated. The place of peace, for now neutral ground. Conis reached the end of the road without much trouble. Gunfall and the Shandian chief had taken it to themselves to have these peace talks, and no one had dared to object, or at least none of the Skypians had objected to Gunfall. Conis had heard from Raki that Viper might not have been that willing to let go. Speaking of the Shandian woman, "Here's Raki, here's Isa. I wrote down the pumpkin cake recipe just as you asked." It was nice to meet with the other woman and to exchange information with her. Be it stories about how they grew up, how they experienced Enel's reign of terror, or recipes for pumpkin pie. I also brought some extra pieces of cake for our picnic, and juice. I have to bring some to my father and the others first, then I'm free again. Conis, good to see you again. Here, Sue. Come here, Sue. Isa ran towards the little fox. Conis was used to children preferring her company to her, and if anything, she was glad to see the girl so happy. Always dutiful, the blonde woman walked along the short path to where the talks were happening. By treating along, Conis couldn't help but wonder if really everything would be peaceful. She knew that everyone in the village was hopeful and optimistic. A soft smile appeared on her face when she spotted the 3 men and a bird sitting on stone benches. They sat with each other, discussing everyone's past and future, and were respectful and peaceful. Like every time when she brought the food to these 3, Conis felt a huge weight lift from her heart. Every single time she would worry, and every single time she would see that the worry was no longer necessary. Soon children would be born that didn't know the terror and the fear, only peace, and that was an amazing thought. As soon as the 3 men spotted her, she greeted them with a laugh and served them the pie and the juice, and then excused herself. After all, she had her own kind of peace meeting too, with her new friends who were waiting for her. Okay, in case I need to fill some more space, we did on the server so-called Fanfictions that were 100 words or less, and it was a little contest done for characters without a writer. And because at that point I wasn't picked as a writer yet, I decided why not join in on the fun, and because I felt like it, I did my contributions as limericks. So, of course, I also had a limerick for Conis, and since we still have some time, I'm gonna read this Conis limerick. There once was a girl in the sky. Conis might be an angel but can't fly. Her former enemy is now her friend. No one would have imagined this end, because now they are selling pie. There are even more Colosseum fics in the scene, and I once more can only tell you, consider to get it because it's really awesome. So yeah, just a few more moments and the video is done. Thank you for watching and I hope you had fun. This took me half an hour and now I don't have my jeans is not ripped anymore, and now I have a really cool patch on my backside, and everyone should go get themselves those patches too because they're really awesome. And yeah, see you around.